The Biopsy Playhouse has been rated TV PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Welcome to the Global Satellite Corporation. For programming, please select channel, then push enter.
We should have dogs! We should have dogs! We should have dogs! We should have dogs!
You want dogs? You can't handle dogs! Do you know what kind of crap they have in dogs? Here, Kindler, you want a dog? Have a dog. And you know something? Have another one, too. But the next time you go to the supermarket, you look for Dead Sea dogs. These are preferred by Kindler all over the planet. Yes. So when you listen to the Kindler, they will say to you, hot dogs. What my hot dogs don't got in them, hot dogs. I want those Dead Sea hot dogs. They don't got pig guts, pig ears, pig lips, pig's toes. That's right. We have to answer to him. Oh.
Hot dogs. Yes, they're talking about those hot dogs. Dead Sea hot dogs. Direct from the Holy Land to you. Another member of the proud family of Globico Foods.
Biopsy Playhouse, you'll never be free. Let this be a warning for video spawning. Couch guys in your house to stay. Biopsy Playhouse, something seems so wrong and also twisted. Biopsy Playhouse, something seems so wrong and also twisted. And now we know.
Welcome to Crossing Bridges with your host, psychic, medium, and one hell of a guy, Ed Johnson.
Hi. I'm here with Bob and Mary. And welcome to Crossing Bridges. These two wonderful people need closure in their lives. And we're going to attempt to help them today. I'm getting contacted by something. I'm sensing pain, lots of pain. Was somebody on medication, or did they OD on medication?
Yes, he was. He was in terrible pain.
But at least Ed says he's at peace.
Something's coming in. I'm getting something. And it's really weird. Feathers? Ducks and feathers? Did your father wear a feather boa and walk around the living room naked?
No, my father had feather fever. He would cough and sneeze.
What? Excuse me? You know, I think I got it wrong. It's not ducks. It's what? It's schmucks. Schmucks. Did your father call you guys schmucks?
Yes, he used to call us that all the time.
Yeah, when he was pretending to be mad at us.
I'm getting something else. And it's really weird. It's coming from over there. I'm getting pain. I'm getting throat. Lots of pain in the throat. Like cancer. I mean, what? Was your father a, sword swallower?
No, but he had a tracheotomy.
That doesn't seem... What? Really? I've got a message from the other side for you. He always knew that you two would pull something like this. I mean, drugging him up, throwing a trach tube down his throat and forcing him to sign the DNR? Really? And his attorney will be contacting you both tomorrow for a full confession.
You bitch, I told you this would never work.
What? Me? It was all your idea.
That's our show for today. Stay tuned for next week when we're going to have our alive and dead dating. You ever make love to a dead person? You necrophiliacs, you better watch. Ooh, a dead person. Oh, it's great. See you next week.
Trash. Swill. Garbage. Hi, Irving.
Ah! Who the hell are you? Bubu Asu, exchange student from Cameroon.
Gloria! Where the hell is Irving and who is this guy?
Irving's on an extended photo shoot for Honcho. Those photos you took must have really done the trick. Bobo's an exchange student from Cameroon. Irving's gonna be gone a while, so I decided we needed the rent. I'm sure you'll get along fine.
And it's Bubu, not Bobo. Give me the remote, you round belly guy. I much enjoy the antics of those guys.
You like those guys?
Those guys are #1 in Cameroon. What's the matter with you? Those guys are much better than when red ants attack.
Gloria, 2 more brewskis and a deck of cards.
How do you say? Brewskis?
Yeah, brewskis.
It all started out innocently. I had the perfect family. Everything was perfect and beautiful. I mean, really perfect and beautiful. But then it all started. It started with the incessant screaming in the middle of the night, the screaming and the yelling and the crying and then the always wanting more and more and more and more. Dear God, why? Why must I change diapers around the clock? Why must I do a 1 o'clock, then a 2 o'clock, then a 3 o'clock feeding? Why? Why all the questions? Constant questions, always asking questions. Why, Daddy? Why this? Why that? And then when they watch the television, they see the commercials, and naturally, they want to buy everything. Everything! Dad! Dear God, why, Dad? Why?
So now, you know what it's like. You've experienced it for yourself, and guess what? It doesn't get any better. It's gonna be like this forever.
Recently, a biotechnology firm has announced that they have successfully cloned a 6-cell human embryo. President Bush, when learning of the discovery, took the nation's airwaves to register his discontent with the project by saying, in his own words, "Human embryos to clone is wrong." He then elaborated by saying, "I do not like clones, Uncle Dick. I do not like them, not one bit. I do not like them in a lab. I do not like them in a cab." He was then hustled off the podium by several burly Secret Service agents and taken to an undisclosed location for reasons of national security.
Welcome to Wendy, your cosmic astrologer, with your host, Wendy Burblestein.
Hi, I'm Wendy, your cosmic astrologer, and this month's sign is Capricorn, the sign of the goat. Wait a minute, darling. That is just what we need? Another horny old goat running around ruining people's lives? What's the matter with you people? This month, I have a letter from Raoul. You all remember Raoul? Well, Raoul writes, "Baby, get used to soup for one. In other words, color me gone? Excuse me? Soup for one, Raoul? Excuse me, darling, this ain't no beach ball. And if you do not come up with some child support, I'm gonna be wearing your balls for earrings. Do you understand me? What's the matter with you, Raoul?
You've been watching Wendy, your cosmic astrologer, where your future is always dealt the wrong hand. You are watching GPT, Globico Public Television. Tonight, the undersea world of Jacques Toutite. Made possible by a generous grant from Globico International Petroleum. Wherever you go Globico.
You know, where is Jacques?
Well, I asked him to clean out the basement yesterday, but if I know him, he's probably off on some, underwater adventure or something stupid like that. You know him, if it doesn't have fins or gills, he doesn't want any part of it.
That's true. He loves things that smell and look like fish. Oh my God!
Oh, there it is! The stone fish! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, watch before your eyes. History in the making. I will smoke the stoned fish, and you must tell all of your grandchildren that I, Jacques Toutite, smoked the stoned fish underwater with this here aqua bomb. Just so peaceful and friendly down here. Look at the little couple. It has a smile. Or even the barracuda with its smiley, friendly teeth. Barracuda!
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
So, why don't you start at the beginning and explain to me what's going on?
Well, Doc, it's like this, you see, it's fear. Lately, I'm just paralyzed with fear.
Fear? What kind of fear?
Well, it's like this, Doc. It starts when I get up in the morning. I mean, the alarm clock, it sounds like a siren, and we all know what they mean. Sirens, that's a bad sound. And then when I read the paper in the morning, I mean, my fingers, they start itching and it crawls up my hands and my arms, and I think, what are they doing? Are they putting something in the ink? It's gonna make me sick. So I get all clammy, sweaty, and I open the window for a nice breath of fresh air, and then I think, hey, Doc, what's in the air? Doc, do you know how many microbes there are in a cubic foot of air? I mean, it's just everything, the food, the water, and frankly, the car's been making funny noises. I think there's something wrong with it, Doc.
Sounds pretty pathetic, huh? What are you gonna do with a sensitive soul like this man over here? Well, we could use electric shock therapy, but that's kinda twisted for a kinda twisted guy like me to get my rocks off. But that's all in the past. Now, from Globico Pharmaceuticals, we have Fear Begone. Yeah, you just take 3 spritzes of this, and 30 to 60 minutes later, it works on the fear center of your brain, and the fear is gone. Hey, pal, try a couple of hits of this.
Thank you, Doctor. 3? I like this. I feel different. Yes, they're talking about that Fear Begone, new from Globico. From 0 to hero in an instant. Warning, not to be used while playing highway chicken or facing down speeding trains. Fear Begone, new from Globico Pharmaceuticals.
Then Lot says, the worst thing of all is that there were 3 seats left. Oh, okay, guys, let's get down to business now. Now, I know that the National Guard is in the train stations and in the airports protecting the good American people. What's next?
We've got to move this thing slowly and always blame terrorism. But frankly, I think we've had enough with this right of the people to peaceably assemble. You know, if the war goes bad, they just might use it against you.
The last thing we need is a replay of the 60s. Goddamn hippies on the mall, smoking pot and skinny dipping in the reflecting pool.
Yeah. Smoking pot, skinny dipping. Ooh.
Mr. President, focus, please. What we'll do is we'll infiltrate those anti-war groups. We'll round them all up together as co-conspirators. We'll get them all at once.
You know, I like that. You know, that's how we're gonna keep those people in line. We're gonna wave around some redheads.
And by the way, I don't like what I'm reading in the New York Times. I think those New York liberals are smearing us something awful.
Mr. President, we've been looking for a legal precedent, and I think I found one. During the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln used what was called Treasonable Correspondence Act to clamp down on a whole mess of newspapers that were sympathetic to the South. I'll get my legal staff cracking on it right away, but if we play our cards right, we could use this to clamp down on a whole mess of newspapers, magazines, TV stations, radio stations, and why, hell, we might even be able to use this to clamp down on that damned internet.
You know, fellas, I think this is great. I gotta go over the fine points with Uncle Dick, because he's gonna remove the big words so I can understand it a little better. You got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're the boss. So what are you studying here in the States, boo-boo?
I major in business. I family in Cameroon have import-export business.
What kind of import-exports?
Medicinal plants.
Boo-boo, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful...
You wanna get sued?
And now, a virtual reality moment.
Connect to the member. Connect. Oh, that member. All right. Ooh. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, Pasquale, how are you? Yeah, I told you I'd take care of that thing for you. Listen, I'm in the middle of something right now. No, I got a problem with my computer program. Yeah, listen, I'll take care of that thing for you, I promise, okay? Listen, I gotta go, bye.
Virtual reality session activated.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, you silly sailor, was it as good for you as it was good for me?
This has been a virtual reality moment, and now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Hello to all my new friends. I am Yuri. Yuri dropped me off. Come from long-line Russian cab drivers, Vladivostok. Anyway, Yuri comes to you, he says, things are so crazy around here in Russia, but in America, you keep it simple. IBM? I have Selectric. Doesn't do me any good now. ABM. Oh yeah, sure, missiles. Hey, turn key, hit button. That's simple, but now you don't put nuclear head on them. What good are they? Well, anyway, Yuri opens new stores south of Kabul. By the way, I have deal on condos right at the bottom of mountains. But anyway, that's a different story. Yuri has retail store. You can buy anything you want. Surplus Cayuga missiles, some special forces US stuff. You know, the green stuff with the paint. Good. They look just like sand. Anyway, you come to the store and get. Remember, I got, you want, you get.
Yes, friends. They all talk about Yuri's House of Surpluses. Yuri's House of Surpluses. You want it, I got it, you get it. Yuri's House of Surpluses is proud member of Globachevsky Worldwide.
In business news today, Philip Morris has announced their intentions of changing their name next year to the Altira Groups. In an unrelated story, the Islamic Jihad has also announced their intentions to change their name next year to the UJA, the United Jihad Association. The US-based UJA, United Jewish Appeal, is planning on suing them for trademark infringement. Way to go, guys! Seize those assets!
Hi, I'm Flip Sterling, executive producer of the Biopsy Playhouse, and on behalf of myself and the rest of the players, we would like to thank you for watching our show in the past season, and we'd like to welcome you to our 4th season of the Biopsy Playhouse.
Well, 4 seasons, you must like us. So now it's time to take a step towards the ozone. Why don't you tell your local network about us and tell them you'd like to see us on a broader spectrum of channels.
Good idea.
Yeah, sounds good. The only thing to do is keep it wrong and keep it twisted. Every day you go to work, do the same old thing, in the same old way, with the same old people, in the same old building, for the same old corporation, for the same old pay. Every day, every day.
This message has been brought to you by the 2% of the population that owns 95% of the wealth in this country, who would just like to say, thanks, drones. Keep it up.
Live from New York, the city that never sleeps, it's Larry Bing Live with your host, Larry Bing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Larry Bing live from New York. Tonight's special guest is Betty Lou Clinton Walker Bush, a third-generation, twice-removed relative of our fearless leader. Betty Lou has something very special for us tonight. Right, Betty Lou?
Right, Larry.
Yes, indeed special. Betty Lou claims to be impregnated by an alien. I asked her several times whether this was an undocumented resident of New York or someone from... So, Betty Lou, how did this happen?
Well, see, Larry, I was slinging back some drinks with the boys at the El Morte del Armadillo, in Texas, and I heard this really loud crash. So I went outside to see what happened. And I looked up at the sky and I saw this big bright light. And last thing I remember was I woke up in the back of my girlfriend's landscaper's truck.
Landscaper's truck? Listen, babe, I got a 40-foot limo outside. I'm sure you'd be much more comfortable than that.
Okay. Oh, Larry.
We're going to pause momentarily for a station break. We'll be back in a moment or two.
Oh, Larry.
Yes, a lot's happened since that day so long ago. The barriers have fallen, America. A really good beer at an affordable price. We have a dream of a day when we can enjoy a rich, full-bodied lager. Crisp and bold at a price that won't bust your budget. Wake up, America. Wake up to the bold brew of a Luther Lager.
When you have a party, and you really need to bring the people together. Luther Lager.
Yeah,
That's the stuff.
absolutely. You're the man, buddy. You're the man. This man right here. I love you, man. I love you, man.
Damn limousine liberals. You need to stick to the Chablis.
Yes, they're talking about that Luther Lager, the beer that brings everyone together. What happens after that is anybody's guess.